quality will upgrade if I wait for like a couple of minutes. Seems good. Wait, what? What the hell's going on? Remove. Remove. Shit, no, it still has the thing. Ugh. What quality can it go to? 360p, like a boss. This is like the old school StarCraft days. Actually, real old school, they'd be like 180p. Let's go into the game and see if the overlay works. Because the size is probably messed up. Is this gonna work? Is it gonna work? Sonic, give me the overlay. Sonic. You know what, this is probably fun. I also need to turn on this volume. Alright, wait, my own overlay thing is kind of messed up. Hold on. Kwanro. Okay! Ladies and gentlemen, we have a stream. And that is good. This is very good. Okay, who's which color? Matt, okay, so serious apologies for delay. Thank you guys for sticking around. I will try to prevent this in the future. I have no idea how I'll prevent this in the future, but I will try, goddammit. I will try. Anyway, I'm gonna assume that Kwanro is red. Because I'm just gonna assume that. Seems like a red kind of guy. Alright, so that means that that overlay is now hopefully correct. Okay, so I need to turn down my volume a bit. Alright. Man, now I'm like completely lost. I don't even know what we're doing anymore. I'm still thinking about that goat. I wonder what happened to that goat. I mean, last we saw of him, he was getting pinned down by this big, weird-looking guy in a suit in like one of those, you know, alien containment suits. Man, if I was that goat, I'd be really scared. Anyway, we're on this this new map for SSL9. I believe it's called Mist. I doubt it's gonna make much of a difference in ZVZ. I guess we'll see. Anyway, we got some... Is this 12 hatching action from both? I believe it is. No, it isn't. Is this 9 hatching action from both? It's not that many... No, never mind. I just suck at counting drones. No, this is 12 hatching action. 9 hatch from both is just impossible. No, that would never happen, I think. Anyway. So, got some overload scouts going across. Air-to-air distance, actually. Actually, this is going to be interesting, because air-to-air between the mains on this map seems to be fairly short. Which obviously makes the muta play a little bit more interesting, perhaps, a little bit more exciting. Either way, since both players are going to have overloads directly over each other's bases, I think what we're going to see here is a couple more drones, like relatively more drones than Zerglings, if you see, compared to like other maps. Like if you actually notice, both players are, well, obviously their pools aren't done yet, but they're not saving 3 larva rather. You see, our red player, who's this, Kwanro? Kwanro did not save larva to make Zerglings, whereas if you're on a 4-player map and you weren't sure what your opponent's doing, you obviously have to save your larva for Zerglings. And of course, Hero is doing the same because, you know, both players can see each other, so if they see your opponent making drones, then you don't really need to make Zerglings yourself. Basically kind of a game. Or like a bit of like playing chicken here in ZVZ is who's gonna make Zerglings at the very last minute, because generally making Zerglings just a touch later than your opponent, but just enough to live with defender's advantage is how you can win a lot of ZVZs. Oh yeah, I'll remove that little thing. There we go. Yeah, we've got 2 Zerglings out here for Hero. Just gonna poke around a little bit. Cause a little bit of lost mining, presumably not gonna kill a drone. Yeah, pretty good drone control here from Kwanro. Looks like Stratus confirming that my colors are correct. That's good. Don't want to cast the whole thing backwards. Although that's quite possible regardless. I have to keep looking at my overlay to check these things. Anyway, it looks like Hero is going to go ahead and get his second gas here as well as the Spire. Second gas not taken yet from Kwanro, but he's also got his Spire. Spire timing, I'd imagine, is basically identical since they opened with 12 hatch and have basically just been keeping up with each other on drones. Looks like Hero has actually made a bunch of Zerglings now though. Kwanro has already got Zerglings out on the map. I didn't notice who actually built the round of Zerglings first. Maybe both players just felt they were going a little bit too overboard on the drones and just decided to make some Zerglings. So, it looks like Zerglings from Kwanro moving over. I think Hero already has more Zerglings in this though, and obviously he has a shorter reinforcement route, so this attack really shouldn't do too much. Yeah, just gonna poke in here, maybe scare Hero a little bit, force him to make a couple extra links compared to Kwanro, and then Kwanro can have the slight eco advantage, and then once, you know, the mutas get up in the air, he can more comfortably hold off the Zerglings. Yeah, looks like he's just pulled all his dudes back. Left 2 the Zerglings at the front just to see what was going on, and actually managed to do the runaround here against all of those Zerglings. Although 2 reinforcements here are gonna give chase. Kwanro does a good job here. He might be able to grab some drone because it looks like Kwanro's Zerglings were also waiting on the other side of that that line of sight blocking bridge, and managed to get a few kills here. Looks like Kwanro's drones having to pull off the line here. Gonna do some emergency defense. He's lost 1 drone already. Looks like Hero doing some micro here. I don't know what happened to the 2 backstabbing links of Kwanro. I assume they just got killed. But oh man, Kwanro looks like he didn't make quite enough Zerglings here. He's kept all but one of the drones alive. It looks like, wow, somehow the drones are not dying. Okay, he does lose a second drone now. He's only lost 2 drones, in fact, and actually has held this off despite looking for a second there like he was in some serious trouble. I think part of the reason he's actually still alive is that Hero stopped reinforcing Zerglings in order to save Lara from Mutalisks, as you can see. So that sort of kept Kwanro from immediate death, but it's not looking that great for him. He's lost 2 drones, lost a bit of mining time. Although presumably he snuck in a couple of extra drones earlier, and that's why he was at a link disadvantage anyway. So perhaps the drone count's balanced out. I'm not really sure. Well, I have to get a longer look at the mineral lines here. In the meantime, it looks like one Zergling just going to poke over to the front, see what's going on here. Neither player really willing to commit too far, it seems. Not just yet anyway. Yeah, it looks like Hero is actually slightly concerned about some kind of backstab. I think maybe he feels like he's ahead, so Kwanro might try something like making a whole bunch of Zerglings and just backstabbing as soon as the mutas leave the base or something like that, and just go for some kind of weird base trade situation. I mean, that's the only real explanation for that Sunken. That Sunken seems quite, I don't know, a little bit scaredy, but at the same time, it does allow him to be a lot more aggressive with the Mutalisks, as you can see. You see, this is exactly the thing that Sunken is here to defend, so very well done. And here we go, the big Muta attack in the main base of Kwanro. Does Kwanro have enough stuff to actually hold this off here? It's looking pretty slim. I assume Hero has more. No, looks like Hero's now the one running away from the Scourge. And actually, Hero getting a little bit caught here by a lot of mutas. Oh man, Hero might have done a mistimed attack here. He is now on the run from Kwanro's mutas. Gonna get all of his mutas hunted down right now. Man, Hero completely overestimating the strength of his air force there. He built the 2 Sunkens to stop the counterattack, and then immediately just went all out on the attack, on the offensive with his air units, and now has lost his entire air fleet, is going to lose 2 Overlords to boot. And Kwanro is in a fantastic position in this game here. Oh man, by the way, slight spoiler alert, but in the Love TV Star League, in I think it was the semifinals, or maybe it was the round of 8, but basically Hero played a best of 3 against Killer, and Hero actually beat Killer 2-1, I believe. So, you know, his EVZ is not too shabby. Although, of course, something can be said for Killer's form, but yeah, this is pretty impressive stuff here so far from Kwanro. Anyway, he's going in here. Now he's going for to do some counter damage, although he's taking a bunch of Scourge hits here. That's not ideal. Killed a couple of drones there, but really gotta, you know, make sure he keeps that muta advantage. But yeah, now he's got links coming in as well as his own Scourge. I think this game is probably over now. Even if Hero micros perfectly against a Scourge, he's just down on the muta count. And there we go. GG from Hero. Kwanro takes game number 1. Oh man. And I lost my mouse. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I was like trying to give Kwanro a point on the overlay, just could not find my mouse to do it. Sorry, Kwanro. I gave you your point. Good times. 자원 모아서 뮤탈리스크를 생산하는 거였습니다. 예, 그런 어떤 그 이후의 상황 예측을 하는 데 있어서 조일장 선수가 좀 미스가 자신의 생각대로 흘러가지 않았고 본진 안쪽에서 한상봉 선수가 딜레이 없이 스커지와 뮤탈리스크. All right, but this is the best of 3, of course. This is the first set in our group match, group stage. I don't know what to call this. Anyway, it's the first set. It's best of 3. So let's go on to game number 2.